Hello everybody, Iain Robson here. Welcome back to Valley East, USA. Alright, we got a couple things going on today. As you recall from the previous episode, we were working away on a few things, and one of the things we're working away on is plowing up these fields and cultivating them down. And I think we were plowing up these fields too. Can't remember. Anyways, I plowed them and replanted them, as you can see, as grass, and we have that over here as well. And one of the things that we ran into was we were running out of manure. So we're going to go ahead and make some more manure. And of course, the way we're going to do that is kind of ridiculous, but we're going to make some silage and then just not compact it in this bunker, which will basically mean that it'll turn into manure with that particular mod. Ooh, it's loud. There we go. I forget which mod it actually is that allows you to do that. I know it's one by Upside Down. I think it's called the BGA. No, the BGA extension. No, it's not that. It's some weird name. I can't remember what it is now. Anyways, basically allows you to make like things like TMR in the bunkers, or if you don't compact it properly, it will make manure as opposed to silage. So anyways, that's what we're going to go ahead and do. And the reason why I want to make manure here is because A, we don't have animals, and B, by doing it this way, we get like 300,000 liters of manure, which is kind of nice for us. So that guy can just stay there for the time being. Alright, this guy, we'll have him running on this course right here, and then we'll hop in this guy, and we'll follow along. So like I said, we're going to make manure from silage essentially, or not compacting silage properly. So we rented the Bergman trailer that we have right now, and the New Holland's a rental. I put that mod back in. I just haven't used it in a while, so I figured this would be a good time to use it, make a little bit of progress here. It'll make collecting some of this a little bit easier here, and make turning it into chaff relatively easy, as opposed to having to buy the equipment first, I suppose, in this context at least. So this will make our lives just a wee bit easier here. So as you guys saw, I already put a load of silage, or a load of chaff in there. Ooh, forgot to put this down. I already put a load of silage in there, so it is just chilling out, waiting to be not compacted, I guess, in this context. Alright, let's get positioned here. Hopefully that's going to be close enough for the New Holland there. I don't know if it is or actually or not. Oh, apparently he needs to do a little bit of a... he needs to do a circle first before he gets ready to go. Because watch this. As soon as I get close, he's going to turn back towards me. See? I don't know why it does stuff like that. There we go. Now you're gonna drive forward? Yes, there you go, finally. Sometimes understanding Courseplay just doesn't make sense. Like this situation right here, I'm not exactly sure why it's deciding to work like this, but it is for whatever reason, so. Ah well, that's the way it works sometimes. So hopefully we'll get enough silage from this, or enough manure from this, enough to do a field or two, because of course we want to try and do a few fields here, not just the one. So by having at least this whole field done, we should be able to fill up the bunker, I think, at the very least. If not, then we can always do another field too, because we have the grass field over by the pasture as well we could do technically, and we also have field number 9 we could do theoretically as well. So not ideal, mind you, but it's possible. Alright, move this out of here, get ready for this guy to make us another pass here. Alright, just continuing on here. Shouldn't take too long to get this field done, considering how fast this New Holland's moving. It's moving at a clip of like 20 clicks. So it's pretty darn quick if you ask me, so we're going to go ahead and hopefully fill the bunker, because the bunker takes 300,000 liters, I guess. So this will be 100,000 liters, so it can take what, 1, 2, 3, 4 loads, I guess, something along that area. And we'll see what happens from there. Alright, so the idea, of course, is to try and keep this for the soil mod, because with a soil mod, having the extra manure makes a big difference, because of course then you can do stuff like spread manure, which helps your nutrient count quite a bit. Alright, this is the weird thing, that we actually don't have to compact it here. By driving over it we will compact, but it's not our goal per se, because we actually want the manure. Normally you would want to compact, but here I'm just trying to make sure it's even, and that's only for the purpose of driving over it, really. I don't really care if it is compacted or not. It's just a question of, is it even so it's easy to drive over. So there we go. Last little bit there. Perfect. Alright. So of course, you can do this by yourself. You can have Courseplay do it as well. That is a possibility. You don't have to do it like this. You could always have Courseplay do both of these tasks, depending on how you felt about it, really. I know some people prefer not to do that, but some people really enjoy doing the silage thing themselves, so there you go. I kind of do a little bit of both. I don't mind unloading the combine. I'm not necessarily the best at it, but I can do it relatively easily with things like the drive control mod. Make our lives a lot easier in this context, because of course by having it you don't have to worry about maintaining the pace. Did you see that go over that bump there? Sheesh. We don't have to worry about maintaining the pace in the same way we normally would, because here it just follows it, which is nice. One sec. Drink break. A little sip of water here. There we go. Nice. Hopefully it doesn't make that ridiculous turn again, but I suspect that it will. Let's see what it does this time around. Are you gonna make the ridiculous turn? Looks like yes. Well, it's not as bad this time around. That's good. There we go. Looks like it's about 2 passes, and then it's about a full load. So we definitely will fill up the bunker based on this progress, at least. Unless those next few passes or swaths are considerably lower in yield, we shouldn't have a problem filling up the bunker, which is good because we need this. we need the manure. Originally, when we first started making that bunker, we were trying to compact it properly, but now we don't actually want to. I guess it's kind of like, think about it this way, it's kind of like the compost mod almost in this scenario, because we aren't fully compacting it, so it's kind of like this compost mod. If you never use that mod, I suggest checking it out. It's pretty neat. Basically what you do is you take like straw or hay, and basically it turns it into compost, which in this case is really just manure. But it's really nice because oftentimes we have a lot of extra straw just laying around doing nothing, and you can use it in your composter, which is neat. I think you do the same thing with wood chips as well. I want to say it's possible to do it with, but I'm not certain about that. I don't make wood chips often enough to know whether that's possible or not, but I'm fairly certain it is, for whatever reason. Too much uncompacted material. Oh no. Should have continued my momentum there. There we go. In reality, I guess you wouldn't drive straight over it. You would actually back up into it, but I like having some fun, so this is a lot quicker and having a lot more. I enjoy doing it this way rather than backing up, although maybe one of these days I'll try it like that, but I think I've tried before. I know in some British maps you're forced to do it, like Spring Hill. For example, you can't get around it. There we go. 50%. Not too bad. So I ordered the side panel. So if you're part of the Google Plus community, you will know that already. I ordered the side panel. So if you have any questions about the side panel, by all means leave me a comment below, and I will do my best to answer them if I haven't already answered them by the time this video goes live. You never know. It is entirely possible, because my schedule for these videos is probably a little awry right now, or a little off, because of that video coming out soon in the future, hopefully. Whenever it gets delivered, I suppose. Technically, it's still considered pre-ordering in Canada because it doesn't come out till like the 9th, but I ordered it, I guess it would be today, which is the 4th. So, 5 days ahead of time. Maybe we'll get it early. You know, living in Canada and whatnot, we often don't get things early when it comes to stuff like new equipment. There's very few things Canada gets before everybody else. Unfortunately for us, at least. But it does happen from time to time. I think one of the things we're getting is the Star Wars is being streamed in Canada, and I think it's the only country it's being streamed in, if memory serves. Yeah, I think it's only Canada. It's really strange. I don't know why it's the case either, but it's one of those situations where I guess they're it's to do with the licensing and whatnot, because other countries don't have the proper licensing, or it's too difficult to license it, whereas in Canada it's really easy to license. I don't know. I was reading something about that on I think it was Kotaku or Polygon, I can't remember, where they were saying Star Wars is like only going to be streamed in Canada. I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. So maybe it'll be good. Alright. Let's give him lots of space to make his turn, and then we'll follow suit. Yeah. There we go. And again, we're going to have this pass and one more pass. Maybe we won't fill the bunker up with this. Oh my goodness. I thought we'd have no problem with this. I guess we have maybe 2 more loads, so it's over 50% now, so we shouldn't have a problem getting close to 300 then. I totally thought we'd have no problem getting 300,000 liters, but I guess we will. I guess just because that first, the first load I guess the first load I made or create, I don't know how you describe that. The first load that we had was wasted just because of the bunker wasn't set up properly, so I had to deal with that before I could continue making silage, or at least trying to make manure in this context. So yeah, I don't know. I think that's what happened. I think the first load I made wasn't done properly, so I just like I couldn't put it into the bunker, and I think I just wasted it. So that's unfortunate. All right. Remember to carry the momentum through this. I don't have to stop. There we go. Alright, 56,000. Well, maybe we'll get close. We'll get close. Not sure how close, but somewhere in there. Not certain yet, though. The only thing we need to be careful about is what can happen is it'll say something like area cannot accept any more material. That's the one thing we need to be careful about, because if we start dropping material in somewhere where it can't handle it, you're definitely just wasting in that context. So alright, very nice. So I think what I'll do is finish up these 2 last passes, and then we'll see what we end up with in terms of the final tally. Let's see here. So we come over here. We got one. Well, we'll finish this up. We'll see how it works out. I think we have about 1 or 2 passes left. Well, we have 2 swaths, but I'm not sure how many loads. Maybe 3 loads, based on how much we get from this. So we shall see. All right. Oh, nice. I thought for sure I was going to hit him there. Alright. Well, maybe we'll be able to finish both of these past swaths, I don't know. It's funny though, in Canada I don't see much of making making silage like this for cattle or pigs or whatever. I don't know the reason why. I think maybe it's just to do with nutrients. I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but I think it's to do with nutrients, and the amount of nutrients you get from grass is a lot less than the amount of nutrients you get from silage or from corn silage, I guess. That's my guess, at least. Maybe Farmer John can chime in on this one, or maybe Craft Farms. I don't know, but I have no idea whether this is more or less nutritious. So, of course, you're wondering where that New Holland came from. It's from the New Holland DLC. That is where it came from. It's not a mod that you can download freely. It is a paid DLC. Yeah, we're going to finish off, maybe, it's going to be like a little tiny bit left in the end. Watch this. And if I finish the whole pass, I'll be happy, because I won't have any left over, but I have a sneaky suspicion we won't finish the whole thing here. Let's see what happens. So, maybe we will. 70%. I don't know. 80%. Oh, I think we will actually. I think we'll be able to finish this whole pass. Oh, wow. I'm very surprised. Happy, but surprised. There we go. That's the last of it. I don't think there's no other. There's no other swath there. I don't know where that guy's going. Unless he's gonna fold up and leave. I don't know. Anyways, folks, what I'll do is I'll put this away in the bunker, and we'll come back next episode, and hopefully we'll have some manure to spread. So that'll be it for me for today, folks. My name is Iain Robson, and another episode of Farm Sim 2015 coming at you from Valley East USA. And if you enjoy yourself, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Catch you guys later.